everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, we're the Garzo twins, Carly and Britta. And if you like this video, we'd love if you would subscribe before you leave so you don't miss any of our future videos. Today we're going to be talking about our October favorites. Okay, first up is a brush favorite, and we actually forgot that we hadn't talked about these since we got them. Because you know when you use brushes every day, they just sit in your bathroom and you just don't think about it. But we picked up the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe bronzer brush. It's the JH02. When did we get this? A while ago. Maybe a month ago? Mine is so dirty, I apologize. Yeah, yours also stayed really narrow. Mine expanded so much when I washed it. Yeah, weird. Well, I need to wash it again, obviously. Yeah. The quality of this brush, I will say, it's not the best. Well, I think the bristles are good quality, but the handle and like the what is this called? The ferrule. The ferrule aren't like amazing. Yeah, but what we love about it is the shape. Yeah. Like it is so good. As you can see, it's a little tapered and it's very fluffy. I mean, mine is apparently more fluffy than Britta's. I just need to wash it again. But it's really tapered and fluffy and fairly large, so it's so easy to quickly bronze. Like you just go like this, like around your whole face. I will say it sheds, again, speaking of the quality, it sheds a lot. I don't know if yours sheds a lot, but mine, like every time I use it, like today I have a black shirt on, I had like 4 hairs on my black shirt. I don't think mine's that bad. So maybe there's some inconsistencies, yeah, the shape is amazing. The bristles are really soft. Yeah. I just wish that it wouldn't shed. And yeah, like the price is a little expensive for such a like, kind of like a wooden handle. Yeah, just like a very basic quality brush. So we just want to put that out there that the reason we love it is the shape. I think it's worth the money though because I've never found a bronzer brush like this. Yeah, well, I mean, there are some. They're all just so expensive. Like this is the same exact shape as the Tom Ford brush. And even the Marc Jacobs brush is similar. But yeah, for an affordable price point, no one has launched a brush like this. So it's good for Jaclyn for doing that so other people have access to it. And we love the shape. It's a great shape bronzer brush. Next up is a lifestyle favorite. This is a journal type thing. It's 52 Lists for Happiness. It's a book. And I saw this on Amazon. I'm currently in the process of finishing up my 5-minute journal, which I spoke about. I want to say it definitely was in a monthly favorite. It's probably in January or so. But that one you do every day, so you write in it in the morning and at night, and there's prompts for questions, same questions every day. And what I like about this one is you do it once a week, so it's 52 lists, so 1 list a week. And they're all really different. And first of all, the graphics in here are just so well done. Like, I just love the design behind it. And so the first, let's see, it's broken up into like 13 lists. So the first 13 lists are reflecting on things that like make you happy. And then the next section is acknowledgement, and then invest, and then we have transform. So these lists are like really meant to make you realize the things that make you happy, practice those things more often, and hopefully be a happier person overall, which I think is just a really healthy practice and mindset. I bought it as well, I just haven't started it yet. I'm planning on starting it this Sunday. Yeah, and so like the first list is to just write down, well, I love, like, I don't know, how cute is this little makeup? Like, I don't know, the graphics are so adorable. I just think it's so well done. So you just write, I do it every Friday. I just set a reminder on my phone. And I think the quality of the book is really good as well for how cute it was. Yeah, it's really cute with the metallic binding. Yeah, and it has like this nice velvet bookmark. It's just like really weighted and a nice book. And I think the idea behind it is amazing. And I almost prefer this to the 5-minute journal, but I am still doing them both. But I thought I would share this because I just think it's a healthy practice to get in. Like self-reflecting. Yeah, exactly. Next up is a makeup item we've been loving, and this is the new Naked palette by Urban Decay. It's the Naked Cherry. It's so stunning. Let me just take out the brush. Look at this guy. We did a video. Yeah, I don't know what'll go up first. I think this might go up before our review. Yeah, but so spoiler alert, we love the palette. It's so beautiful. The quality is phenomenal. Yeah, like their quality has been so good lately. In the video we talk about how normally this isn't our color scheme, but we love it. Like this palette is just so stunning. Highly recommend. If you like these colors, like pinks and purples, berries, but still very neutral and like muted, like very wearable, I think you would absolutely love this palette. And really cute packaging too. Yeah. There's not much else to say, especially since we are doing a whole video, so if you want a more in-depth review, just look out for that video. Next up is a skincare favorite. This is the Rada Rose Hip Seed Oil, and it's USDA organic. It was one of the only like certified organic rosehip seed oils on Amazon that I could find, and I had heard really good things. Oh, sorry, about this specific oil. I was using the ordinary one and I loved it, but it was, I would like run out of it really quickly because it's only an ounce, which is fine. Like I know that's a normal size for an oil, but I use it every day or every night. So I was just going through it really quickly, and the ordinary isn't as easy to get as it once was. So I just wanted to look for one on Amazon, and I purchased this because it's 4 ounces and I think it was only like $15, maybe even less. And I really, really love this. For some reason, this one soaks into my skin a lot quicker than the ordinary one did. That one was thicker.
It is pretty thick, yeah.
Yeah, this one's a lot thinner, so I can even wear it during the day. And I feel like it's just really helped brighten my skin, and I love that it's organic. I think it's just a really, really great option if you're looking for a new rosehip seed oil to try. Highly recommend this. For the price, it's unbeatable. So if you saw our Sephora recommendations video for the Sephora VIB sale, I talked about my love for this new Too Faced Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer, but it is my new favorite concealer, and for months in these videos I have talked about how I'm on the hunt for a concealer that doesn't make my under eyes look dry or like just gross and aged and crepey, and a concealer that has pretty good coverage but still looks very natural, which is really hard to find. And I have found it in this concealer. I love this concealer. It is so good. I love it more than Shape Tape. I like it more than the Laura Mercier that I've raved about. I like it more than the Glossier concealer that I love. It's so good. I'm so impressed. And you get half an ounce in here for, I think it's $29.
Yeah,
so
good.
That's such a large amount. I'm in the shade Vanilla because I don't like my under eyes to be too brightened, so this is like pretty close to my skin tone. And yeah, I can't say enough good things. I love it. And my favorite way to apply it actually, because it is so full coverage and I still want it to look semi-natural, especially since I don't wear foundation a lot of days and I'll just put on concealer, I'll put some on the back of my hand, dip in a brush and apply where I need it, like mostly under my eyes and my nose, and then I'll blend it out with a beauty blender. And I feel like the brush really helps thin the product out before going in with the beauty blender, because
well, the sponge will thin it out too, right?
yeah, but because I should describe it better. Because the applicator is so large, like when I dab it on or like draw it on, it usually applies a ton of product. So I just find that when I go in with the brush, I can spread out like a small amount more evenly instead of having like a ton, and then I go to blend it out and this stuff is so full coverage that it just like is too much. So that's the only note I have, is how I like to apply it. But other than that, I seriously love this concealer. I think it's worth the hype because a lot of people have been talking about it. Before I forget, I want to mention the t-shirt that I'm actually wearing. I know it looks like a normal t-shirt, but I'm really loving this t-shirt specifically. If you don't follow Studio DIY, she's a DIY blogger that also lives in LA. We've been following her for years.
Oh my god,
years.
forever.
She was like one of the first bloggers. Her and A Beautiful Mess were like the first two that we followed religiously. So we just love her, and she's been doing these like monthly roundups of favorites from their office, and she said they all love these t-shirts. They're by Uniqlo. If you don't know what it is, I think it's like is it like an Asian brand? No, it might be European.
Oh, is it?
I don't know, actually.
Kind of like Zara-esque, I would say.
It's just like a sort of basic. It's a lot of basics, yeah. And these t-shirts are only $10, and she said that their whole office has them and loves them because they're really thick and they feel really nice on the body and they like are flattering. And I would have to agree, they're so thick. They're made of like this stretchy, I don't even know what it's made out of, to be honest with you, but it just feels, it like lays really nicely on the body. The white one isn't see-through at all. You can even wear like a black bra and you wouldn't be able to see it. This is a small. I'm wearing a small. It is really long on me, but most things are long on me. Not only are we short, but our torsos are weirdly short.
This conversation at
We've
work
talked
yesterday.
about this before. Our torsos are so short. So everything's long on me unless it's a crop top, then it'll usually hit at my waist, which is fine. But I can still tuck it in the front and it looks totally normal. And for $10, I just feel like it's such a good staple piece. I got this red color, a black one, and a white one, and I've really been loving it.
I need to pick them up. We love t-shirts more than anything.
We like, truly, t-shirts and denim are
The love's my life.
Same.
Love.
Next up is a moisturizer, and this is the Pharmacy Honey Drop Moisturizer.
I think we put it in our monthly favorites.
Yeah, but a while ago. So we're reiterating here. As you can see, it comes in this adorable little glass jar, and it has a spatula,
Which I love.
that adheres to the top via magnet. So you can use this every time you use your moisturizer, so it's very sanitary. And you won't lose it, hopefully, because it just sticks to the top. And it's a lightweight moisturizer with Echinacea Green Envy Honey. And it basically is, like it says, it's a lightweight moisturizer, but it delivers so much moisture. Like,
It's the honey.
it truly, like, heals your skin, I feel.
Sorry if you can hear our dogs. I don't know.
Yeah,
what
they're barking. Okay, sorry about that. As I was saying, it's a really lightweight moisturizer, but it really hydrates the skin, and it also soaks into the skin. I don't know if you experienced that.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, but it really soaks in, where most moisturizers I put it on and it kind of stays above the skin. This one soaks in beautifully, and I always wake up with the softest skin. I truly love it. I mean, we've loved everything we've tried from Pharmacy.
Everything.
Definitely one of our favorite skincare brands at this point.
Brands in general.
Brands in general, yeah. It's just so good, and it smells so lovely. I love it. It's just like a light scent. It's highly recommend, especially if you have combination skin. I have combination skin, and I get very oily in my T-zone, but my cheeks are so dry. This kind of helps both of those. Like, it's not too moisturizing and heavy, but it's not too light that it's not helping my dry cheeks. So
well, I have dry skin, and I still think it's really moisturizing.
I mean, I guess everyone could use it, honestly.
Yeah.
Okay, next up is a very exciting favorite. If you guys have been following us for even a little bit, you know how obsessed we are with candles. Candles our life. And I was at Anthro a couple weekends ago, no, last weekend, and I wanted to purchase a candle, and lo and behold, it was Anthro Day, so I got 25% off, so I decided to get 2 candles, and I actually went in with the intention to buy the Capri Blue pumpkin candle that Annie Lawless spoke about in her favorites, and she just raved about this candle, and for some reason we had never tried that one before, but my boyfriend just said that he thought it was way too sweet, and I kind of agreed with him, but we love the spice cider candle.
Yeah,
so
we
I got
got
it
that
last
one.
year. We talked about it multiple times last year.
Yeah,
it's so good. And this year they offer a couple. I got the 2 that they offer in these tins, so it reduces the cost by a lot. Like, these retail for $14, and I got 25% off. And there's 8.5 ounces in here, so that's a really large candle. And I know that the Capri Blue packaging, if you've ever purchased from them, it's really beautiful. It's like mercury glass, and then they always have like a nice copper or gold lid, so it's really, really pretty. But since I'd already like tried this candle and knew that I loved it, I just thought might as well save some money and get the tins, and I can get the larger size. So I got the spice cider, which is just one of our all-time favorites. It just smells like spice cider. I don't know how else to describe it. Is there descriptors on here? No, but it's good. It's really good. And then I never tried this one before, so I decided to pick up Fir and Firewood, and it comes in this cute green tin. And
it's a really pretty green color.
It's just like a smoky pine tree, or fir tree, I guess.
Yeah, it's delicious.
So good.
It actually smells a lot like what was the candle I loved from them? I think it's called Needles of Pine.
Oh, yeah, the
or
one in the Heart of Pine.
Heart of Pine.
It smells like that.
Was that the Capri Blue?
It was from Anthro. Oh yeah, it does smell like this. That's really similar, actually. So yeah, I had actually no idea that this was 8.5 ounces until I got home, and I was like, that's a really big candle for $14. And the Capri Blue candles are really good. We don't like Volcano. Everyone likes Volcano. That's like our least favorite scent by them, and any of their like grapefruit or fruity ones we're not a fan of, but their fall and winter scents are so good. They burn really evenly and smooth. Highly recommend, especially at that price. Okay, next up is a podcast favorite, and if you haven't heard of this podcast, where have you been?
Yeah.
But it's the Dr. Death podcast, and it was started by the creators of the Dirty John podcast, and they're both like true stories, kind of like
True crime.
Yeah, true crime podcast, and they're such good stories. The host like wrote the show, and she hosted, and
she investigated, right? Or
yeah,
no?
she was like the journalist.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's so talented. Like, she weaves this narrative that
She's
is
a medical journalist.
yeah, it's like so, like, you get so into it. But basically, Dr. Death revolves around a doctor in Texas that unfortunately seriously injured and killed like 33 of his patients. And so obviously you have to listen to the podcast to see where he's at now, but you can probably guess where he's at. And it's just so interesting. Obviously, I don't think anyone outside of Texas had really heard this story.
Yeah.
And it's so shocking when you listen to it. You're like, I can't believe this happened.
It's crazy.
But it's so easy to get like pulled in. It's such a good story. Like I said, she weaves such a good narrative, and yeah, it's so good to listen to a podcast. Like we do it on like our drives. Like we live in LA, so obviously we're in the car a lot, and you just get really into this story. It's so good. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to give anything away. But yeah, just listen to the podcast. It's #1 on the charts right now, so it's very popular. Okay, and last but not least is a perfume. This is the Glossier You perfume, which I'm sure a lot of you have heard of, and we love this perfume so much.
We do.
And we didn't want to splurge on like the full-size bottle, and then someone had recommended that we they're like, oh, just so you guys know, they have Glossier You on Scentbird, and it's like a rollerball size. And Glossier doesn't make a rollerball, and it's actually a spray, as you can see. So we both ordered one, and just forewarning, like, not recommending that you get this from Scentbird, because we ordered 2 and they sent 1 with like a random shower gel, so that we didn't order, and it's been a pain to get a hold of them. This has been going on for like a month, and they haven't sent a new one.
So I'm still without one.
Yeah,
so I'm waiting, but I love the perfume as well.
Yeah, and it's just ridiculous. We've contacted them on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, emailed a few times, and with no response. So it's very frustrating. We recommend you purchase directly from Glossier because this is not worth it. I would have rather just purchased the full size. But it's so good. It smells kind of like spicy, a little bit musky, but fresh.
Yeah, it's like fresh with like a lot of spice in it.
Yeah.
It's light. It's a very light, like everyday fragrance.
It's a perfect everyday fragrance for any time of year. So highly recommend. And the Glossier packaging is really cute. This is like the Scentbird one, so it goes in one of those like reusable tubes.
I mean, it's nice they offer that you can buy it separately instead of subscribing to their service, but yeah, their customer service is just so awful that
it's the worst they've ever dealt with.
It's probably not worth it.
Thank you guys so much for watching our October favorites. This has been a really good month for us, and hopefully you had a good month as well.